He's putting up any crazy numbers. Let me look at my stat sheet. Yeah, you got a 1.07 out of Ghosty and Neptune, so maybe one of them, maybe Neptune for the clutch yesterday.
It's time to lock in our scuff pick'ems as the players are ready. Attached. Do us the honors. Go ahead and make it 6-1.
Oh man, I don't know why, but I went with GentleM8s. I'm gonna stay with GentleM8s. I think they got this.
Rosalie?
This is my first pick that I get to make of them on the weekend. GentleM8s, make it to a Sunday. Let's do this thing.
GentleM8s on a Sunday. This would be the first step forward, but I believe in Exnid and the Falcons. Kismet and Cellium, I ran into them backstage. They are all smiles when they're having fun. That is when this team is at their most dangerous. It's time to get into the games. This is winners round 1.
And both these squads have been popping off, but they're going to have to make a statement here in their first match in bracket play on Saturday. Now, the first team coming out here is looking to bring some real heat to the South. Everybody, they've been on a hot streak. Get loud for the Riyadh Falcons. Exnid, Prin, Kismet, and Cellium. These Falcons are starting to be the new bad boys of the league, and you don't want to get in their way. Riyadh is here to play. They look good, and they look all about their ready, because here comes your Major 1 champions. Get loud for the Paris GentleM8s. Ghosty, Sim, Neptune, and Envoy. Just put them in position, and they gonna get the job done. Paris, ready to remind you guys what they all about. Now, so far, today has been exciting. We've had multiple
run. We've got the Den Hardpoint. Riyadh Falcons taking on the Paris GentleM8s. Let's get it on.
Into the mix CP1. The Paris are going to spawn on the preferred side to at least get the time, but a great frag already from Exnid to now allow his teammates to soak up time and potentially set up Pred on that pitch, but Sid with a great read is going to give them the advantage now.
Even better read right there from Cell on Envoy spawn. So now, as you mentioned, for Riyadh, it's about keeping the guns forward, and Cellium is shooting as straight as you've ever seen. Neptune kills, even to respond with a couple of kills of their own, but for the most part, this is good control for Riyadh. 27 seconds up from the hard point, and they've got more time in front of them, especially with Cellium helping Pred out with another set of kills.
Yeah, your superstars are already superstar, and I know Nameless is watching this one. He always had high hopes in the Falcons. And when they bring their slaying presence, the game is just a whole lot easier. Pred and Cellium already on 3 in a row. Final 10 seconds of this P1 time, and you have 30 seconds of it. Now all you have to do is just lock down the road on the new.
Kismet on the M15 has Neptune in front a little bit too far. Neptune's going to find the kill with that. Paris will break this setup for spawns and at the same time work their way in for clean eliminations on the hard point. Exnid trying to finesse to stay alive, and this is what he was doing yesterday. Able to get himself one, almost a chance at a second, but Paris still spawning closer, able to recover.
Yeah, that's a beautiful moment. At the ending of that P1, you send all out pressure through Calvin and are able to isolate onto Kismet and flip these spawns. This has been a beautiful response here from the GentleM8s, and that's because you got a guy like McLeod who's able to line up a couple of kills, alleviate the pressure, and still allow your teammates to have the advantage here.
Well, it's just down to can you use these numbers to break on him from the front. Sid will drop, Red able to find an elimination, and then the pitch from the backside of Couches works out. Neptune not able to do more than just find the first, and then the shut down towards staircase will work out. So the break is good for Falcons. Also on rotation, staggered spawns for Paris, lead to chances here for 1v1s for the Falcons.
Yeah, and Exnid is here nice and early, man. Able to win his first gunfight as well, but instantly traded by Neptune. You can't locate Kismet, but that now allows your teammates to take the lead.
Yeah, really clean stuff here for Paris. Spawns still all over the place. Sid is going to work on a route around the backside of Dojo, and he is going to beat the Falcons. The punch, but doesn't make a difference. Kismet still turns, finds the kill. Pinstripe kill feed. 1v1s on either side of the hard point, and they'll be split. Cellium able to set things up and actually give an opportunity here for Exnid to take a quick round around the pack. I mean, these have been chaos spawns for the last 60 seconds, and Exnid is going to find 3 from the back. Break good for the Falcons.
Yeah, Paris are able to manage that a lot because of all the space that they have guaranteed, but finally Falcons off of the back of Exnid popping 3. Get the break, but they lose the spawns. This is where we got to value our life now off the rotation. Kismet gets one, but instantly traded. So now we got to reinforce, slow it down, send a 4-man way through the backside.
Every kill a big one right here for Paris. Exnid once again to a solid start, 4 in a row, 8-7. Cell
Not already
towards the backside of patio. Help on the way as Exnid's able to find one that's 3 dash rooftop setup. But Exnid once again provides. Kismet on the top of the roof, able to find another. Ghosty for one, does he get a second? Yes, he does. Chance repair to still fight from the front.
Big plays there from Ghost in the lineup, a double, but you're knocked down to half HP in the dream, and the close spawns are still gonna be here for the Falcons. So they're just flying. They're just trying to shoot their way through this HP. And it's Kismet this time around lining up a multi. Exnid, your aggressive guy, is gonna push out towards the outer side. And they are just pushing Paris so far back, they can't even contest anymore.
Neptune overslides, falls off the map, so now Fred's got a freebie in front of him. That's gonna work out for scrap time now for Riyadh. Really good first set of hills from the Falcons. On the other front, Paris, you're getting great participation from Neptune, which is something that has been a little bit of miss for them, but 4 and 10 from Sib, you're just not able to control the Falcons' pace right now.
Yeah, on a map like Den, where you need your ARs to be shooting Sib, this is the time you need those. We are gonna be more successful in our holds, but at least for now, they're doing the dirty work here at the P1.
Well, here we go. Opportunity for Paris to start chipping into the lead, but Riyadh with numbers working their way back over as we head into a J-Lab listen-in with the Falcons.
Top worker, top worker, top worker.
On time, Dante's on time.
Yeah, time. No, just him. Top blue. He's one shot on the net. He's still top blue. On the cover. I'm in time. Could be 10 kills. Time was dead. Neptune blue. I stand then. No, pick up. Yeah, pick up on you. Pick up behind you. Yeah, man. Let's go around. Let's do that, guys. They're spawning out. The way kids wait. Yeah, maybe good. They're spawning out. I'll let this go. He's back up. They can't play. One gonna be deep garage. Deep garage. Okay. Outer. One shot. Nice. I got. I'm gonna play with Dante. I'm gonna try playing with the others to Dante. Let's go.
Out of Dante, dead.
I'm gonna kill this guy.
I think he's lights.
One just went down. Don't die. Play so smart.
Catch. On the heady.
I don't know. One shot. Very nice. Where is it? Dead. Omar. Dead.
Catch. One shot.
There's one back. Follow me.
I think catches, guys.
It's 1-6. Yeah, one in you. I'm just coming in you. Let's go. I'm with you.
One shot.
One shot. Go see this side. 2 there, 3.
Little disjointed, but still, Exnid is doing his damn thing. 3 for him allows the break capture set up.
Yeah, but Paris was able to stay in the game during that listening because the communication was there for the Falcons. And when the chaos was brewing at that P2, you completely forgot about the guy who spawned out. So even though Civ is sitting at 13 and 14, he's starting to have a turn up, starting to find some impactful kills. That's been the difference maker for Paris on this comeback.
And you got a lot of 1v1 still occurring over the backside of this hardpoint. Civ now on to 3 in a row, but Kismet saves the dojo setup here for Riyadh. Pred through mid-cut, also alleviates the pressure on the hardpoint. Less than a 10-point game. Paris, 20 seconds to fight through this hill.
3 dead.
That's 3 dead. Now the push into dojo should surely be coming, but you got to get through Cellium. He's fighting back, able to find himself too. Ghosty with the trade, but now it's on to this 1v1 where Pred's able to shut down Envoy and keep the rotation safe for Falcons.
What a read right there from Pred because your teammates are dropping like flies at all, but your best win condition is to set up at the new HP. You secured the back spawns. This was the money here for the Falcons the first go around, and they already have
first one to the hard point. He's giving you at least 2, it feels like, every single time. Big win there from Pred. Help from Exnid will clear out the backside of dojo. Now you can immediately respond to the play from the front. Where Cell again is ironed up. He's got help. Pred already played back through mid. Kismet on the backside of rooftops. That will shut down the play completely. Riyadh now in the lead.
Yeah, it's just their focus right now, and the game is absolutely stellar out of the Falcons. How do we lose this HP? That's if someone hits a great route and blocks those back spawns. So let's put more reinforcements on that side. And then once we clear it out, everybody focus on the front. GentleM8s have not been able to get close towards this P4, even on the second go-around. This has been the money hill where Falcons have now blown the game wide open.
And Pred has earned a help storm in the midst of all this.
Man.
Going to finish off the last kill for the scrap time. Kismet on new. Falcons, they're all over the map. They are perfectly set up, putting so much pressure onto Paris. And now it's a 40-point game. P1 going to open up
the Bulldog, valuing his life perfectly. Just trying to set up your teammates, but eventually all of Paris GentleM8s find the gunny. A clean 4 dead. You still have the spawns over towards couches, and you are prepared for the push from bottom connector.
Yeah, saving a really good spot over towards dojo side to stop any play over through mid. He's found one already. Fred will eventually get the trade. Exit back over the top of the hard point. He's got help, and that is enough for Exnid to fly on forward, neutralize the time. Pred, mid-cut. Once again, keeping the pressure on Paris, but good team shots coming through. The GentleM8s are now digging into the deficit. They still have the rotation to do.
Yeah, GentleM8s are managing to soak up a lot of time off of this P1 and have yet to flip these spawns on out. Even though the Falcons have that Hellstorm, you probably wanted to invest it here to not give up all this time to the GentleM8s, because now it's going to all fall into the hands of Kismet solo off the roto.
Really strong call. So Kismet is finessing backside towards the garage. Eventually dealt with his Sid. Can't quite finish the kill, but again, keeping the Falcons back. We got a 10-point game again.
Yeah, and this is time that you desperately need to contest if you are the Falcons. You obviously cannot invest your Hellstorm here, but a team kill out of Neptune is going to give you the advantage. Frag reigning supreme in towards P2, but it's McLeod who finds a double.
He's got one in front of him. Competitive line goes up as well, but Kismet and Cell will combine for the trade. Riyadh back into the lead. Kismet, he takes down 2 more from couches. Ghosty, last one left around the back for GentleM8s, and he's going to be found out. Just down to, can you actually break through this last 20 seconds? You don't want to give it up for free, but you also don't want to be limited on rotation.
We got to contest this, though. We have to. We can't give it this time. We already know that Pred has a Hellstorm in the back pocket. And that's going to be a clean 4 dead off the rotation. GentleM8s are going to be late over towards new, and the win condition now is here for Falcons.
You can call in the Hellstorm from the hard point.
Push him back.
One away from one of his own. He's on 6 in a row. Could possibly be 2 from Pred. Last 14 seconds. Here comes the desperate hit. Kismet's earned his Hellstorm. He'll stagger that one in as that gets shut down to the pit. You got to find a way in here if you're Paris, but how can you? How can you get in when this Hellstorm's full being called? It's going to find another 2. Ghosty will drop, and Riyadh is going to strike first against the GentleM8s in map 1.
And Exnid is already letting them know about it. Riyadh are going to take it. Bomb is planted.
Oh, Pred's got some forward space, but thinks the better of it. Don't want to get caught by the nades. And now we set up our post plan over towards the backside at B. Envoy trying to work on a route, being watched by Cell. From the front, 3 players still looking, and it's Exnid who's taking the opening shots. Can't connect. Here comes that flank play. Now all of a sudden you have to punch into Paris. Envoy's able to find one. That's Exnid who drops, but from the front, Kismet able to find one in response. Cellium now is part of the play, and Kismet just never giving up the corner.
He wiped away. You're taking space at Cobble. You're showing presence towards 10. The plays here at B.
Oh, Envoy though has to be cautious about this position because Cellium is here to help. Up and over, dancing. Pred really wants to force the skill and will eventually get the first blood. Plus, Exnid's able to snipe over to the backside of 10. Another masterful setup for the Falcons. 4v2. With no bomb, I mean, Sib's gonna have to pop off. He's the last one left. He's not even gonna get the chance.
Just like when you think you can get the jump on one Falcons player, there's someone keeping him safe.
And Envoy will see a little bit of information, but he cannot fully get out of that P4 platform. He's just gonna try to just hard plant this, and yeah, there are nades nearby as Ghosty's right involved to help defend this bomb site. Exnid slowly taking away the angles. Nice jump peek from Envoy, shuts down the play out of rooftop. Pred for 1 on the trade. Slips away, keeps his life. This will be a 1v4. Over the top has Ghosty tagged. But there's just no way to get away from this, and Paris finally able to get something going.
Yeah, thankfully Kismet puts that bomb down in a spot where it's very easy to hit a frag. He thought he was going to have to jump on back.
This should be a plan. Exnid through mid. Little jump peek, able to find the first blood.
No one is trying to contest him through the little map. That's why he has so much freedom. Just walk up the statue while his teammates are stacking A and then find one impactful kill to break down your entire play call. So now with 50 seconds left, Neptune, your bomb carrier, is soloed on one side of the map, and Pred, alongside Cellium, already spotted him.
Yeah, and this is what Falcons did yesterday versus Faze. Just don't give him a chance to fight something back. Kismet getting some trouble over towards top window. Doesn't expect Envoy just to hit that long route, but Exnid around the back, able to find one for a trade on the Ghosty. We'll go keep the 3v2. Neptune did pick up Sib's scope with his NPC.
Oh
but
my!
Exnid is just in the perfect spot again. Neptune last one left. Not gonna get out of there. How good has Exnid been?
It's just one guy who is breaking you down. Exnid showing off again.
And rightfully so. Envoy defensively playing up through A this time, but he's been seen by Pred, so we'll very mindfully retreat back to safety.
The bomb is not going to fit over towards this A side. You're going to slide right back into the engagement, but the bait and switch is perfect for the first blood. Envoy gets one extra, but it's the Bulldog on the backside.
Unbelievable. That's from top window again. That's all freed up by Exnid, who now has the bomb collected. Kismet just going to play the tree and see if they can catch Paris trying to contest, but Exnid Yeah, he's also just going to wait for a moment. Now the bomb going to get planted. 2v2 retake.
And Paris are instantly going to be here to spot you on the exit. But you got to choose the 50-50 correctly.
And this is just where Kismet's position is just one that just goes unguardable. Exnid needs to throw shoulders. There's the Kismet with a pop
out of the map, but Paris have already overtaken this A site. So now it's going to rely on a 4v4 retake. Exnid is still going to be completely out of the play. Teammate's going to isolate onto Ghosty for the first blood.
The fact that Ghosty's playing top window, Kismet's able to push up, flush him out, and then get help for the trade is borderline inexcusable. Now Exnid, SMG in hand. That will work out for one. Neptune for the trade, but he's out of the play. As Envoy is completely isolated, stuck on the rooftop with Neptune. He's found the scope and connected.
1v1.
It's a 1v1. Cell versus Nep.
And Ghosty and Envoy in an uncomfortable spot.
Jay, I hate to say it, that wasn't an overextension. That's just Sid with the scope getting blasted by Cell.
Come on.
So a miracle nade from Pred catches Neptune at mid-cut as a 3v2, and now you just hit the pause button, force Paris to panic. They've got to watch both sites at the same time, and you're going to have a wide open 3v2 post plan on B.
And this is without a doubt a playbook from the Bulldog. Kill some noise, cause some doubt, now taking some space in towards Dojo with the man up, but Pred gets bad timing. Oh, he goes good timing.
Gets the reread. Kismet on the corner, cooking up a nade. That's tossed over to Envoy, doesn't really connect. And that's an easy follow-up right there from Pred. Ghosty, last one left. Has to work into this 1v2 remaining. Has both weapons to play with, but no mistakes here from Riyadh. You back up, you play your contact, you force him to have to defuse. Don't put yourself in a spot to get clutched up on. So it's gonna have to be a miracle from Ghosty. He's low, tagged up on both sides, and there's the chase. Easy himself over towards this crossfire setup. There's the first info. Good shoulder coming through himself right there to help. Ghosty finds 2 on that push out. So numbers for Paris after the opening battle, 3v2.
This is where you need to kill that noise out. Cause some doubt, but you're still showing face, and Exnid able to gather that info now. With that sniper, most likely know they're going to start to rotate, so hopefully you predict correctly.
Well, Cell will back up, toss a glory nade, see if it'll land. Hard to say if that lands onto Envoy or not. Actually in position to still fight for this cross. Not quite able to connect off the post plant though. And now, Sid looking to be the game winner, at least the round winner here. Round the back. Whoop, Exnid doesn't quite look down. Sid finds one, that's probably enough. Exnid with pistol, good shots, but cannot clean things up. Paris stay alive.
Yeah, Paris is just ready for that high-low setup, man. Phenomenal shoulders, even after Cellium.
Falcons. Kismet is the bomb carrier. Looks like it's going to be Riyadh choosing to try to re-clear Cobble. I believe Envoy saw some info playing off the heady. Damage out, and that's just another free trade. Where's the help right there? No, none help. No one whatsoever around the area.
Neptune was right there next to him, but just decided to back on up, and then when the information comes in, you're just out of the play.
No way.
So now in a 3v3, every single player from the GentleM8s is stacking over towards B, and the play's at A.
And there's no way you have a chance to challenge this. Oh, I love this step up from Pred. He's going to be able to find Sib, who's down low. At least he keeps his life for Paris. The bomb gets planted. Pred in some trouble in response here. Help on the way from Kismet. He's able to find Sib. Now it's down to what Exnid can help provide. As here's Neptune from the front side at tree. Pred still holding with an SMG. They're going to try to pre-wrap this. What a read this could be. They've changed this post plan completely over the top. It's Pred for the final 2. And the Riyadh Falcons
coming off the respawn and locking down their lanes. Now turning defense into offense. You take care of Sib, your lead blocker, and Exnid is already cleared out all of this playing area. You just needed the EMP to get to you. It would have led to a score, but Paris get the stop, and now they're dominating mid-map.
Oh, Exnid will be seen topside green. He will be held from playing around the backside of the flank, which doesn't make much of a difference. He still wins 1. Kill feed favors Paris. EMP still down. Envoy trying to get free through the front. Neptune working with him. So both SMGs to the GentleM8s pushing out. And they're able to find the kills that they need. This should surely be a score here unless Kismet's got something to say about it. Playing from top window, he's already found the first. Can't quite get the second, and Ghosty will take it home.
Oh, Paris are bringing their slaying presence right here in this overload. Overwhelming
the space until finally they get a kill on Cell, but Exnid's already behind the play. Good damage coming through, finds himself the first win, knows he's got more players around him. It's the pistol that doesn't quite work out, and Paris will control.
Yeah, as long as you continue to maintain mid-map, you can shut down all those routes being hit from the Falcons. And now you can turn this one into an offensive opportunity. That's going to be all 4 dead in the feed. You're not going to put yourself in a position, at least you think, to stop this one. That's going to be score 2. Paris coming out hot. Creating those one-on-ones, creating those openings for his team. Another chance here where Paris can turn defense into immediate offense. The kill feed is lit up in pink. McLeod finds 3. You got the numbers. That score, number 3. Paris are dominating.
Looks like a brand new team off the break right now for Paris. Everyone working well together. They're taking away the appropriate space.
Come here.
Knife out, able to find one, trying to turn around for a second, but has Cellium a little bit shaken, and eventually the patience comes through. Kismet also finds one more. So that's a nice, clean field
right now for the Paris GentleM8s. In the final 15 seconds, Falcons are desperate, looking for one score. You got Motel, you got mid-map, you're just looking for the opening kill, and this Kismet camping up in a corner to guarantee the first.
You've got Ghosty currently watching the EMP. Trades come through, Kismet trying to push out, but not enough help here to do much with the actual device itself. So last 30 seconds. Riyadh, all 4 members coming off spawn. They're going to grab, try to control, and see if they can manipulate the map to get a score on before the half.
Yeah, Falcons are desperately looking for at least one score, and the juke moves might work out, but it might not, because it's going to turn into a one-on-one. Exnid somehow, some way is able to win that gunfight, but Kismet is not really influencing the spawns a certain way, so it's still the mind games. Right back to middle we go. Kismet needs this one-on-one, doesn't find it. This is looking like a stop.
Exnid keeps his life. Oh, up until the very last second. Halftime will come through, and yeah, a blitzkrieg. First Paris are trying to join them.
They are, but now everybody else is dropping around him, and this is going to turn into offense for the Falcons. Can you hit the shots? You got to know Sip has always had that beamer on him. All it took was one gunfight. It stops the play there for the Falcons, but now you're trapped in your spawn.
Exnid able to get one. EMP still down, looking close to a reset, but the kill's coming through for the Falcons. Now should be an opportunity to push forward, grab this EMP, and get it through the threshold. Can they get it in time? Yes, they do. Just before the reset, Falcons able to put the first on the board.
Against the top green, just trying to be a nuisance behind enemy lines, instantly gets picked off. Now Falcons are just looking to stabilize, find a couple kills around mid before they push.
Yeah, but Kismet and Cell are locking down this long lane. Neptune the first one to drop it.
Exnid.
Kismet through. They don't know that he's here, but Envoy able to play the first line of defense. Extend like you call. Topside blue able to get one. Now moving to play over to the spawns. Finds Neptune around the corner. Not able to get the last one, but the score still comes through just before Fred falls. Kismet on the exit, still finessing. And that's going to lead us to a one-score game.
Now we got a game. He is still very close. Cellium's going to go for the chow.
Yeah.
You're going to shut down that play, but a minute 50 left to go.
Everything resets here. Exit actually spawns down towards Motel.
He's out of here.
But I think Neptune may have seen him. They're watching for the cross. You need to deal with this play. Paris, no, he doesn't know fully. So Exnid's able to get one, turn that into a second. Cannot quite snap for another. 2v2 over the top of the EMP. Kismet in the corner, not going to be able to get the read on Envoy. That's enough for Paris to stabilize.
They don't take any risks. They know it's a 2v2, and most likely someone's going to be working a pinch. Just guarantee this next wave before we start to make the move. Reset comes in over towards Motel. Sib getting isolated through the middle of the map. You would just force your teammates to play a little bit harder with their lives, but that's already 2 dead.
Oh, Kismet! Oh, what a set of shots! Somehow Cell's been alive this entire time. He has the pistol off for the carry. Exnid gets one more. Oh! Whoa, my goodness, Exnid! 30-25. Cellium gets the score. We're tied at 3.
Going to be over towards plane and trying to take some space over towards green, but the entire kill feed is all in favor of the Falcons. You still have your lead blocker at Exit, but he is going to fall. Now the rotation to the opposite side because you're not going to be prepared for Cellium there. Falcons have the lead.
That's just an easy read. Kismet pops up and says, whoa, I just watched 2 players spawn. You've got a freebie at B. 33 seconds on the clock. Paris fighting against the clock. And against their spawns, Fred almost able to get the beat down. But keep your eye on Ghosty. Up and over onto Cellium.
He doesn't get the streak in.
Doesn't get the streak fully in.
They're going to spawn Motel.
There's going to be a free route here. Exit's able to find one. They can't quite cross through the mid-cut. Neptune trying to free up the space, but Envoy will drop. Exit's still alive. Ghosty trying to retract back to get the EMP. Final 10 seconds. Fred, no, can't get the win. He's got to be the one to make the play. Kismet in his way. He finds the win, and the Riyadh Falcons are going to 3-0 the Paris GentleM8s. They're still perfect in Atlanta.
That team in this form has got to be one of the favorites now in this tournament, man. They have yet to lose a map. They have yet to show their weakness because they don't have any.
With the man himself is MC and the Falcons. Get loud for him, Atlanta. They are just playing like hot fire so far this weekend, MC. 3-0, 3-0. You guys haven't lost the map so far. You know, before we talk about what's making your team so great, I want to dive into this last overload, okay? You guys are down going into the half, 3-0. You go into the second half. Talk to me about, I know the comms was crazy. What were you guys talking about getting those last few caps, especially the last two?
I mean, our comps are going crazy at the end, but I was saying block and right. You know, it was just teamwork at the end. You know, that's all it was, teamwork, that last half.
Teamwork indeed, okay? Kisman was in the right spot. Exnid was in the right spot as well, picking up multiple kills. Talk to me about, you know, you guys are a squad with 3 world champions over the last 5 years, you know, and, you know, Exnid, a Saudi all-star. Talk to me about, like, seeing him come to fruition, full play style, popping off on his main stage, and really setting the pace for you guys. How does that make you feel to be able to
Yeah,
play?
I mean, for me, I'm proud of him. He's one of the best players in the game, in my opinion. He's a straight shooter. He just had to get the time in, you know, and it's showing. So I'm proud of him.
It truly is showing, okay? Even from the snipes, from the rotations, from the multi-kills, he's been popping off. And we don't know if you guys do have a weakness, okay? You guys are just vibing. What would you say has been the turning point for the Falcons over the last few events?
I feel like this event for me has just been teamwork and just trusting each other. I feel like it's all it is. It's just our team trusts everyone, you know, like I trust AG, I trust Food, I trust Kids, and that's all it is, man.
That's all it is indeed,
Yeah.
man. Teamwork will make the dream work, Atlanta. One more time for the Riyadh Falcons. Their tournament isn't over just yet.